We're all going to warm up, all of our wonderful sea creatures.
Yes.
I'm sure the manatees will be happy
Everybody.
to maybe get some
Eventually.
warmer weather, and hopefully that'll warm up some of the shallower water. But we have to get through today and tomorrow, of course, because our cold front is actively moving in. This is the reason for our weather impact alert. It is bringing rain for the morning commute, and then this is what's naturally going to bring us the cooler day today and the cold morning tomorrow before we can finally go up temperature-wise. Let's get you out the door, though, because we do have some rain falling for the morning commute, and it looks like most of that rain is now shifting southeast of Tampa. Zooming in here, you can see across Tampa, even into Pinellas County, all the way up the Nature Coast. You are now dry, so you're done with the rain. However, the roads are still going to be slick, so give yourself a few extra minutes. Where we're seeing most of the rainfall is in eastern Hillsborough County, Brandon, Fishhawk through Lakeland. Notice all along I-4 through Polk into Hillsborough County. Bartow, Fort Meade, Lake Wales, Frostproof getting in on that light to steady rain. Our Bay Area bridges now starting to dry out with the exception of the Sunshine Skyway. It is still a little wet there. The heaviest rain is down in Manatee County right now. Bradenton getting a break, but moving into Lakewood Ranch all along 64 just south of Parrish. Duet, some light rain. Sarasota getting in on some steady rain as well. I put a tracker on this because this is the heaviest rain. Moving off to the southeast at around 30 miles per hour. So Vamo around 617, Waterbury around 625, Duet around 636, and then it looks like Mayaca City around 648. That's when some of the pockets of heavier rain could move into your area. Let's take you through the rest of the morning. Right now, we're in the mid to upper 50s, but notice by 8 o'clock, temperatures dropping into the low 50s. So as most of you are heading out the door, we're drying out along the 75 corridor with rain continuing throughout Polk, Highlands, Hardy County, starting to dry out in Manatee and Sarasota County, but it is going to be chilly and the wind will be picking up. So make sure you step out the door with the coat this morning, and if you're out in the next few minutes, the umbrella as well. By around 10 o'clock, we're really just looking down towards Highlands and Hardy County, maybe eastern Polk County. All of us are dry at this point, and temperatures still chilly in the low to mid 50s, and that's where we'll stay through the day. Low to mid 50s at best. We will see more sunshine this afternoon, but again, the wind is going to be picking up, so it is going to feel a little colder. Let's take you through the wind, because once we get rid of the rain, this is going to be a huge part of our weather story today. Around 8:30, we're looking at gusts widespread about 10 to 20, but then through the afternoon and for that evening commute, here's a look at 5 o'clock. Widespread gusts 25 to 30, so especially if you drive over our bridges later today, both hands on the steering wheel because it is going to be quite breezy. The wind will die down overnight, but we'll have just enough to add a little extra chill in the air tomorrow morning, which we won't need because it will be a cold start. 40s along the coast, 30s inland, maybe even some freezing temperatures up along the Nature Coast. In fact, there is already a freeze warning for inland Citrus County tomorrow. Now, we do have the fair in town, and of course, it is the Florida State Fair. This graphic is what I was working on before we came into this, but it'll be a nice day tomorrow, even nicer for the weekend for the fair. 50s Saturday morning with highs in the 60s. Pretty cold start to Sunday morning in the 40s with highs near 70 degrees. So the weekend looks fantastic. If you have any plans, whether it's to head to the fair or, of course, if you have any Super Bowl parties on Sunday, big game on Sunday, forecast looks good for it. A little on the cool side throughout the evening. We'll be in the upper 60s at 5, and then we'll drop into the 50s through the late evening. So if you're heading out to any events with your friends, then just know you'll probably want to bring a light jacket with you to those. High temperatures after the weekend, once we hit 70, look at this. That's where we stay all the way through next week. We might have another front late next weekend, and that could drop our temperatures just a touch. But once we get through that chilly morning and chilly day tomorrow, we are just only up from there temperature-wise, which I am so excited about. I'm sure all of you at home are as well. Small craft advisory will start at 8 o'clock. We just wanted to give you that heads up. Rough waters on the bay, seas 4 to 8 feet. That small craft advisory will continue through tomorrow morning, by the way. Rain this morning with dropping temperatures. Cold morning tomorrow with a chilly Friday with tons of sunshine. Warming up through the weekend. Highs back in the 70s Sunday. We'll stay in the low to mid 70s through next week.